Brandon Bryan. He's Harlem Capital's managing partner.
We're on the journey of finding my first $1 billion company.
I don't know if we pointed out that fund won $40 million, but now your firm is managing, $174 million in assets.
Right now, we're on the journey of finding my first $1 billion company. It's been a 5-year journey already. Most funds don't make it to their fund 3. I think only like less than 10 or 15% of all venture capital funds make it to fund 4. And that's typically because it's really hard to find $1 billion company, a generational company that can return a lot of your capital. And I'm pulling out all the stops. I'm going to San Francisco 8 to 10 weeks a year, and I stay for the whole week. I take meetings on the weekends. I'm doing everything. I'm going to karaoke with folks. I'm going to 6 a.m., 7 a.m. gym workouts. I'm going to concerts. I'm doing everything I can to build genuine relationships so that I can get that opportunity to be top of mind when that big thing happens. Today, we have one of our founders, Dion, in town from San Francisco. Today, we're doing a podcast live at the studio, and then we're going to do a brand strategy session as he gets ready for a new launch for his company. So, very hands-on work.
What do you think the biggest difference is between what people think VCs do on a day-to-day versus what they actually do?
This is a interesting question because founders say this all the time, VCs don't do anything. And to some extent, that's true. VCs put in capital, they may make a few introductions, but most of the work that's done is done by the management team and a little bit of luck. But I think some of the best VCs, they know when to lean in, right? Like if someone like Dion, who is a actual top 100 engineer in the Engineering Hall of Fame of Canada. Like seriously, there's like a Hall of Fame for engineering. He may have really strong technical skills, but may want to work on his storytelling, or he may want to work on hiring or all these other different things. And so a good VC can help close a gap. And typically those things are like you parachuting in. It's not like you're actually working at the company or doing anything that's like groundbreaking. You're just helping someone who's in need, who may not have time to execute that thing, and you're just that extra push, right? You're like part of the coaching staff. You can't say that Steve Kerr won all those championships before, but you can say that Steve Kerr pointed out the right things. He helped people during practice. He was a great liaison when Draymond might have been mad at Steph, or Steph mad at Clay. So being smart about when you get in and get out, how do you manage egos, how do you help with teams, it's super similar for venture capital. A great venture capitalist knows how to get out the way and knows when he should get involved.
Thank you.
Hey, well, I'm going to 515.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Thanks. If you want orange eggs in America, you're buying $15 cartons.
Yeah.
And there was a shortage, like half of last year, you couldn't even get eggs in New York. Like you literally had to talk to the guy at Whole Foods. Yeah, you talk to the guy at Whole Foods.
I know a guy.
You're like, hey man, what do you guys do to? And then he's like, don't tell nobody. I swear, I swear.
You know a dealer.
Dap up
An egg
the
dealer.
guy in the egg aisle at Whole Foods. Oh man, what day do you guys do? Wednesday at 9.
The city where dreams are made of.
Thanks for doing the pod.
Thank you for joining.
This is really awesome.
Go. Thank you so much for having me.
Just want to ask also, what made you guys start working together?
Harlem?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take the.
I've known particularly Gabby at Harlem for years. Had been really impressed with Gabby particularly. Super on top of things, super responsive, and always willing to help even though we weren't even a portfolio company. And so just really built that relationship. When we were joking about this, but all investors claim to be value add. So they're like, we're gonna be value add. We'll basically be like your initial team members. And I was like, every investor says that. And this is one of the first times I'm like, all right, it's actually proving true.
So how do you think about brand? Because I was chatting to Brandon earlier about how a VC might think about brand, but how does a AI founder think about brand?
I think it's really about putting your end user as the hero of the journey as much as humanly possible. And that does a few things. One is like, you actually have to know who they are, what problems they're working on in order to reach them, to market to them, to grow. It kind of gives you the empathy to who you're solving for.
Right.
Otherwise, you're probably not going to build a great product, and two, you're not going to really connect with your audience and your brand.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important. The other thing is that most great businesses grow through word of mouth, right? And so ironically, the end user is the center of your growth engine. If they love your product, if they're talking about it, that's actually how you build the brand.
Yeah.
Your brand isn't what you say you do, but it's what other people say about you. And so then I think this like flywheel of understanding your user and putting them at the center is actually both from like a technical perspective, but also from like an intuitive perspective, what makes the brand.
Dion, what's your favorite part about karaoke?
This is on the camera. I actually think it is the most social event you can go to. And here's why. Most people, young people, you go out, you go like bars, whatever, you're out for a drink, and you go with your crew, and you're just with your crew, and you're good. With karaoke, part of the like purpose is getting up on stage and making a fool of yourself, and that is one of the most disarming things you can do. Like the number of like times where you're up there, whether it's with your crew, friends, new friends, people like are just like, yo, like that was cool. What you just did was cool. You just, like people are so nice because everyone knows that it takes like guts to go up there.
Yeah.
Whether you're good or bad, nobody cares. And it's just like one of the most like human connecting experiences to connect over live music and everyone making fun of themselves.
Yeah.
And so I found that like the environment of when people choose to go to karaoke, you're like kind of choosing to enter this space where everyone is just super kind and just like super sociable.
Yeah,
super
like
social.
Vulnerable.
Being very vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like that's actually, there's something super beautiful about that. It's a lot like improv and other things like that where, you gotta just be vulnerable as part of the thing, and then you just, add music.
Yeah.
They're already using for that, and then how do we exist alongside that?
Is there anything else that we're missing? Right? Like we can throw our event ideas into one place.
Well, one, I think we should just have timelines of these.
The timelines are the most important.
Like, when do we want to have
Honestly,
some of these?
I'm the
Yeah.
big accountability guy at Harlem Capital. Let me just tell you, it's
Random
a curse
accountability,
word.
Brandon.
It's a curse word that is now turning into a very positive empowerment word.
No, this is
Look
good.
at his face. Look
No,
at his face.
This is
Accountability,
music
when
to
somebody's
my ears.
when somebody else throwing at you, it hurts a little.
Yeah,
I threw it
I
back
know,
at Brandon, and I still saw him.
Oh.
taking it
Yeah.
back.
Because we gotta.
Like, what I gotta do?
Something we've been doing internally is just tight timelines.
Yeah.
If we need to extend them, we extend them. But having tight timelines means that we are moving fast. So that's one.
Yeah.
And I'll let GC just make the timelines for you guys. And then the other thing is, as we're thinking about the marketing and branding piece, whoever you want us to introduce you to, like start letting us know earlier. Between, I guess, probably February already. Next week.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It kind of comes once with this timeline. We can be like, okay, when we know the lead times for some of these people, then who could that be? Share that list and work through those.
Yeah. How are we doing, guys?
Good. How was the meeting?
The meeting went extremely well. Came out with a lot of to-dos. And I think the biggest thing about doing these strategy sessions is accountability afterwards. Clear expectations and clear deadlines are the best way to like really kind of like own the inputs to eventually have success as a result. So I think we are on that path. Anything else you think you need?
Not necessarily.
I like these shoes. Are these Margielas or are these different? These are
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
I know a few things about that. I'm a big cap toe, suede cap toe guy from my banking days. Yeah.
What do you think about with fashion as a businessman?
Oh, we talked about this before, but it was off camera. Your environment, the people you're actually around and spend time with, and what you consume. If you change those three things, you change as a person. And so, to your point about fashion, what you wear is influenced by those three things, but also what you wear is you are expressing your opinion on those three things. my expression is like, I want to be, like, I don't wear jeans. Like, I don't own a pair of jeans. I made all my pants. I custom made all my pants.
No way.
Yeah, mainly because I am a slimmer guy and shorter in stature, but that means that the proportions of my jeans are all off. And then I got into fashion, I got into custom clothing. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my passion. While I did that full time as a content creator for 3 or 4 years, afterwards, I just literally, instead of focusing on the logos and the type of fabric, I just made garments that I loved. Now I just get to wear my dreams every day as my pants, and then I do anything super simple as a top. And I just think it's timeless. So we can flash back to this when I'm mid-40s or mid-50s, and I assume I'll be relatively similar, wearing some custom slacks, simple socks with some type of suede shoe or low-top sneaker, something simple up top, and a nice little wrist game, little timepiece.
What's on the wrist? Is that Hamilton?
This is a Shinola,
Fire.
so I'm very Midwest focused. Many people think this is the Panerai, but Shinola is assembled in Detroit. Because I'm from Cleveland, I really do my best to pay my homage.
One second. Are you gonna do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just make sure. No worries. I know you got places to go.
Well, no, it's because I didn't want to interrupt the filming and stuff.
Say bye to the camera.
Hi.
Well, you saying bye. You say hi. Because you're heading out. No
How long
worries.
have you guys been working together?
How long have we been working together, Brandon?
So-
I first met Brandon in 2018 when he was little Mr. Wall Street Paper.
That's true.
But before I met Brandon, I saw Brandon because a friend of mine had a leather bag brand, and Brandon was one of his first models for that line of business. Little did I know we'd be working together all this time.
Yeah, and one thing about Gabby was in our first internship class, and we now have had 25 classes of internships. And just a quick plug on that, we do 3 internships a year, 10 weeks. It's all remote, but you get to work on live deals, present, source deals, and you get to come to New York and like hang out with us in person. And she was part of that first ever analyst class, and she made it from analyst all the way to partner. So we're super, super proud of her. But of that internship program, 150 folks have interned now, and close to 50% are now full-time in VC working. So we like to say internally, this is the best internship program in all of venture capital.
Literally. The best internship.
And we have proof.
There's proof. We've
Hardcore evidence.
invested in our interns. We've co-invested with our interns. We've sourced from them, sent them deals, helped people get hired, and people just love being part of our community. So it's been a real pleasure.
Secret sauce.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Bye.
Enjoy.